Hi, I'm Cynthia Schiller. Please like and subscribe. So I just have a message for you guys. Life is short. As we're speaking right now, I have a very, very, very close family member that is actively dying right now. And I'm unable to go visit them because I have COVID right now. And the purpose of this video is to say life is short. Life is short. And you have to live every day in its moment. So I think I'm going to be okay. But when we ruminate, we're living in the past. And when we get stuck in depression, it actually damages our brain, it shrinks it. And that happens naturally as we age, but we're increasing the speed of which we age. So it's really important to take our mental health seriously, just like you guys could give me some advice on COVID, how to get over it, or heal quicker, or what to expect. So with mental issues, whether it's an illness or a struggle or whatever is going on, the more you take care of yourself, the more you focus on your needs. Because in a healthy relationship, both parties take care of each other. But we were in toxic relationships and it messed with our brain. It gave us brain fog and Stockholm syndrome and lowering our self-esteem when our body is telling us this doesn't feel right. Just like right now, my body's telling me that I need extra rest. And, breaking fevers, having sweats, it's our body's reaction to an illness. And when we feel uncomfortable or we're scared or walking on eggshells, it's our body telling us something is messing with us. So how do we deal with this? How do we deal with it? We're in love with this person, or we're pissed off beyond pissed off. How do we heal from it? The first step is positive affirmations on who we are, because a lot of our narcissists either cut us down or made us feel less than. So even if they never said you're ugly or heavy or too skinny, the looks that they give us or certain comments like, I'm not taking you out if you're wearing that, or just whatever. So we feel self-conscious and we weren't able to be ourselves. They shot us down. So by telling ourselves all the beautiful things there are about you, it makes a difference. We have to start believing in ourselves again. And we can't find our worth in other people's opinions. We have to know who we are. And what's more important is a beauty on the inside, because physical attributes, the youthness is going to go away, but our soul is our soul. And that's what makes each and every one of us so special. The narcissist, though, their soul is confused. They don't know who they are. Their brain doesn't work the right way. I saw this one lady, she's a sociopath. She's proud of it. And what scares me about society is her fan base or whatever. Some people would, give her a hard time, like, oh, you're proud of that. But others were like, yeah, girl, tell me how to manipulate. And the people are like, I don't understand why people don't like her. She's telling the truth. So in that moment, she is telling the truth, just like our narcissist can tell the the truth. She's telling the truth of I manipulate, I scam people, I lie to, she cost somebody a job by her lying. She talks about triangulating people. And yet, honesty is a great trait. But if you're in a relationship with this person, she's not going to be honest. She's doing a YouTube thing. So she wants the views. That's the grandiosity, ego stroke. So yeah, if she has to come up off some information, but if people really knew who she was, they'd stay away from her. And then the ones that want to be with, like the ones that are adoring her, it's because they want to learn manipulation tactics. And that's not how you find true love. And that's what scares me about the world, is people, I mean, we all want our lives to be perfect, but if you manipulate somebody into a perfect life, it's not a real life. And just this sociopath, like you can see it in her eyes. You can see like the blank affect, her eyes don't blink as much. There's something odd to her, and sometimes people are fascinated by that, but it's toxic. I mean, the destructive things that she said or has done and admitted to. And she had talked about her doctor who diagnosed her, also diagnosed this like serial killer over in Australia, and it was too horrendous to write in the newspapers. And it sounded like she met the lady and she's like, she's a nice person. And it's weird how you can say that a serial, and that's where it gets so confusing, because sometimes they can be pleasant regardless of who they are. But it's mind-blowing that people overlook somebody's a serial killer, but they're nice. They're nice to me. What's to say they won't turn on you? There's something inside somebody that can make them do such evil things without a conscience. So narcissists, this lady was a sociopath and also with narcissistic personality disorder. On her thing, she crossed out NPD. There's some saying that maybe she did that for channel where she's only trying to talk about sociopaths, and so she didn't want to mix in NPD channel branding. But it's also partially the narcissist, the lying, the wanting to be adored, it's just messed up. But she has all those traits of thinking she's absolutely beautiful. She presents herself, will not go outside without being 100% made up, the best clothes, the best makeup, hair, whatever. She won't just go out. She can't be her true self. She has to put on that image of being all together, and we have to be comfortable in ourselves and not stress over our worth. And we can increase our worth by increasing our health, our social connections, our boundaries. and trust the process that people who want to be in our lives will be there. And if it's toxic, some of our narcissists are still trying to get with us. So are they really wanting to be with us? They just want the supply. Because if you give them a hard time, if you say no, a lot of times they seek revenge. And you see it so often, like in custody battles, divorces, like those two people should have loved each other at one time. And how toxic some divorces are, how toxic some breakups are. That if you truly love the person, you cry, you try to work it out. If it's not meant to be, it comes a time you have to accept it. But usually, if it's a healthy love, for one thing, it should have weathered the storm. But if it didn't, the love should still be there. But in toxic relationships, there's all this revenge and like, where did the love go? And that's why with our reactive abuse and our pain, sometimes we want to act in ways that aren't who we are. So if you want to seek revenge, let go of that. Don't let that destroy you. You may have regrets if you do something. You may have criminal liability if you do something. It's not worth seeking the revenge. And they always say the best revenge anyways is just to move on and live the best life. So if that narcissist ever does look back, they'll be like, yeah, that person is a good person. They made something of themselves. And let your worth be your soul, not your job, not your clothes, your car, your status. Because you're beautiful. And life is short. And we need to take care of our mental health. So our bodies were telling us something's not right. This love that we had, we couldn't communicate with them. We didn't feel safe. So even if it wasn't physical abuse, we didn't know when we could say good morning. Is that going to piss them off? We were uncomfortable in our body because we were trying to escape this toxic relationship. So our mind is telling us to go, but our heart wanted to stay. And you've been through enough abuse. Don't abuse yourself too by regretting everything or thinking, if I only had done this. There were two people involved. And if you did everything you could, that's all you can do. So now it is just you. So take care of yourself. And someone will find their way to you one day. You'll have a higher quality relationship in the future. The more you work on yourself to get past this, so you don't bring baggage into the new relationship. Heal that brain. And I'm going to go to bed so I can heal this COVID. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to be sleeping a little bit. Talk to you soon.